Minded, having or showing a mind receptive to new ideas or arguments, unprejudiced, unbigoted, impartial. The opposite would be closed-minded or small-minded. Leaders need information to make decisions. If you don't have an open mind, you can't get all the information you need to make all those decisions. Sometimes leaders think they already have all the answers. Years of experience and expertise will do that to you. In fact, senior leaders are often the least open to new ideas, which makes them the most likely to pass on opportunities that may be in front of them. In my book, No Yelling, I talk about how developing excellent technical proficiency can actually lead to trouble. People who have been doing something for a long time generally develop expertise in that area. We expect this. It's a good thing. Problems arise when this expertise rules out any other option. Lack of an open mind can cost money. Research on financial managers found that 95% display a particular commitment to sectors in which they experience their first success. Ultimately, this tendency leads to missed buying opportunities in other segments of the market, as well as unrealistic enthusiasm for their chosen sector. An open mind leaves a chance for someone to drop a worthwhile thought into it. Jane Goodall, considered to be one of the world's foremost authorities on chimpanzees, was not a scientist. When she went into the bush, she simply observed the chimps. She was criticized for her methods. But in doing this, she gained a world of knowledge. Her advice to new scientists: forget what you have learned and just be with the animals. She tells students, one of the most important things, sometimes the hardest thing, is to have an open mind. Basketball coach Phil Jackson took it one step further, advising his players to always keep an open mind and a compassionate heart. Noted expert on human behavior Abraham Maslow observed the novice can often see things the expert overlooks. Other reasons to be open-minded are to foster creativity in your people and to demonstrate respect. If you don't give respect, you certainly won't get it. Employees want to be heard. They want to know their opinions matter. Being open-minded is about being receptive to new ideas and new information. There's nothing more demotivating to an employee than to come up with an idea and eagerly bring it to the boss, only to have it discarded with little thought and even less recognition. If leadership is about change for better results, then being receptive can only help. The pace of change is rapid, and it's impossible for any one person to have a grip on all that's going on. In the good old days, last century, it might have been possible. Not today. Having an open mind means knowing you need a little help with it all. In his book, Never Wrestle with a Pig, famed sports agent Mark McCormick spoke of locked room logic. He found that putting people together in a room to solve a problem will probably not solve the problem. In fact, it was likely to yield more of the same thinking that led to the problem in the first place. He explained, you have to open the door and let some fresh faces in. The people who will have the biggest impact on your business are probably not in it right now. Hear that again. The people who will have the biggest impact on your business are probably not in it right now. Wow. So who do you need to be talking to that you're not? Having an open mind means embracing people who are different and letting it pay off for you. Workplace teams composed of different personality types are 14% more productive than teams composed of one like individual. I once worked with a consultant who's 180 out from me, opposite styles, and man, we annoyed each other, but we produced great results. And I learned to respect him and ask for his input because I knew it would be solid. You can cultivate an open mind. Listen to music that's different. Look at art. Any number of things may be slightly out of the norm for you, but be quiet and listen to your people and consider the merits of their point of view. Just be open. Above all, remember that the most important thing you can take anywhere is not a Gucci bag or French cut jeans. It's an open mind. Gail Rubin Bereni. All right, here's an open-minded jumpstart for you. Read something different. take an improv class, do something different, drive home a new way. Look for points of agreement, not disagreement. Listen more. Here's open mind in action. After conducting a program for a construction company and their superintendents, I was approached by a foreman, a very senior foreman, a burly veteran, gray mustache, leathered skin from too much time outside in the sun. And he strode up and he says, "I got to tell you, I've been coming to training like this for years now." And he paused. And I braced myself for and this is a waste of time and employees don't care anymore. But I listened. And he said, "I'm 53 years old and I have been in construction for 35 years. I came to this company 3 years ago at age 50 to be closer to my grandkids. When I came, I recognized I had a chance to do things differently. All the things you talked about, the leadership, the communication, the motivation, I made a commitment to start doing that when I got here. And I got to tell you, the past 3 years have been the best 3 years I've ever had in construction." He got my attention and I asked him to tell me more. And he gave me specific examples about how he handled things at the old company and how he's handling things at the new company. And as he talked about these situations from his new company and his new outcomes and his new approach, the outcomes had generally favorable endings. He also admitted it took some effort to change old habits, but affirmed that where there's a will, there is a way. And for him, it started with having an open mind. Okay, let's break out that journal and do some A to Z application. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate yourself on being open-minded? When is the last time you changed your opinion on something? List someone you know who exemplifies this trait. Why did you write them down? In what areas are you most likely to reject new ideas, and why? And what one thing will you do different as a result of having watched this video on being an open-minded? Okay, there you have it. Open-minded in construction leadership from A to Z, 26 words to lead by. Make sure you subscribe and share this video. We still haven't finished this alphabet and we're working on starting a new alphabet. So just click on that subscribe button and I look forward to seeing you next time. I'm Wally Adamchik. If you want to learn more, visit constructionleadership.com.